Let's do some stats. Let's check the stats, y'all. Let's check the stats. See who's been checking in. So this is just for this month, y'all. So for the world, we have the United States, Ukraine, Canada, Japan, Switzerland, France, Mexico, Brazil, United Kingdom, Israel, India, Norway, and Slovakia. Yeah. So shout those countries out. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate everyone that's listening. I really mean that. And then some of the states that have been listening to us out of the United States, we got Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Washington, D.C., Utah, Virginia. Shout out Virginia, Maryland, Illinois, California, New York, New Jersey, Georgia, Louisiana, Texas, Alabama, Indiana, Massachusetts, Nevada, and Arizona. Shout all y'all out. We appreciate everyone that's listening to us. We really do. You know what I mean? And spread the word. You know, if you like what you're listening to, or even if it's, certain episodes you like or whatever, spread the word. That's how y'all can help us out. You know what I mean? Because like we said before, we're not getting paid. We don't have any sponsors or none of that. Y'all can tell just by listening. All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. And just enjoy your life. And as Michelle says, do something good for somebody. And also do something good to boost your immune system. You know what I'm saying? Do your little supplements or whatever it is you do. But stop fucking with that Starbucks, if possible. You know what I mean? Let's have some discipline. And not fuck with these Republicans and these Trump things that they're selling and pushing out here. Let's leave all that shit alone. You know what I mean? I know it's going to be tough to try to stay away from every goddamn item out here in the world. You know what I mean? But we can do our best. Like I was saying, if you just have to have your Starbucks, like I said, Michelle and I are done messing with the Starbucks. Not only because they're Trump supporters, but they support prison labor. You know what I mean? That's another reason. It's not only because of Trump. It's because some of these companies, you know what I mean? They use prison labor. You know what I mean? And I'm not okay with that. You know what I mean? So, because I think that's a slap in the face just to say, oh, just because you're locked up, you shouldn't get to earn what someone else's does when you're doing the same fucking work they are. That's crazy to me. But shout all those states out that's listening. But like I said, let's do our best. Like I said, if you just have to have your damn Starbucks, just buy a big bag of it instead of going and buying a cup every day. You know what I mean? That way you're not giving them as much of your money. You know what I mean? Because I know some people, it's gonna be like almost impossible for some people to do it just because of the discipline. I don't think we have discipline overall, just in general as people. I said overall, I didn't say all of us. But we're gonna do our best to not support anything that has anything to do with Trump. You know what I mean? We're gonna give the maximum effort to not support any of that shit. And we're asking that y'all do the same. Because that's how you can truly affect somebody. You hit them in their pockets. You know what I mean? Because they'll notice it. When I heard Target's losing money already. You know what I mean? But we'll see how that goes. You know what I mean? But if you know, and it not only with this Trump shit, just in general, you know what I mean? If you hear or find out that a company is racist or they're on bullshit or whatever, stop fucking with it. Stop messing with it. Sorry, I'm cussing. Stop messing with the shit. You know what I mean? Because a lot of this stuff, we don't even need. Like I said, people would be buying shit and then they complain about inflation and how much stuff is costing and all that. But half the time, people would be wasting so much money buying extra shit they don't need. And don't fall for that $5,000 check stuff. He's just using y'all. Here, let me throw. Here, I just got paid $1 million here. Let me give them $1 so they'll shut up. $5,000, that ain't no money. And like I said, if I ended up getting a check, I'm donating mine. I'm going to donate it. I don't want no money from him. I swear to God I don't. If y'all think I'm playing, I'm not bullshitting. I'll donate that check to something of my choosing. I'll straight up donate it. Alright, y'all, let's get to this episode, though, and shout those states out. You know what I mean? We'll let this Miles Davis roll out for a second. This one's called Summertime. It ain't necessarily so. There's a boat that's leaving soon for New York. Yep, Miles Davis, Porgy and Bess. Summertime. It ain't necessarily so. There's a boat that's leaving soon for New York. That's what all it says in the title. Peace and blessings, y'all, and good morning. It's Sunday, February 23rd, 2025, y'all. Let's get to this episode. I got the coffee going, got the clips going, the music, and the content, y'all. So let's roll out some Billie Holiday music here for about 45 seconds. I'll be right back. I'm about to go get me some coffee.
They say you have no lips for a fool such as I. They say you just believe in hello and goodbye. And they say that the one I admire
Let's see who the random suspect is.
The prime suspect in Janet Siclari's murder was Thomas J. Berry. He admitted he was in Nag's Head at the time, but he claimed any contact he had with Janet.
Yeah, that's a white fella right there.
I had sex with a lot of people on the beach. I wouldn't have had any idea, if we met that way and then just started walking.
Thomas Berry, murder suspect.
One thing led to another. I've had that happen several times in my life. As a matter of fact, my first wife and I met that way.
But a look at Berry's background revealed his sexual history was far from innocent.
There were approximately a dozen other victims of sexual assault by Mr. Berry. We found one incident where he actually raped a young lady on the beach.
As for the night...
This story's out of North Carolina. This was from way back in the day. Forensic Files, I think this case is probably from like the 90s or something. The footage looks like it's from the 90s. But just another random, I just got up. You know what I mean? I just got up. So I wanted to keep the theme going of who the most, brutal killers are. Like the majority. You know what I mean? Of like when you randomly turn on a crime story. Like, dude, just check it out today. If you're someone that watches like crime stories or listens to like crime podcasts or whatever, just randomly, or you could go test it out yourself right now. You could go turn on any one of your favorite crime podcasts or crime shows and just randomly pick a story. Because 9 times out of 10 is going to be the perpetrator or the criminal or whatever you want to call him in the story, the murderer. 9 times out of 10, they're going to be somebody white. But for some reason, black people get the stereotype of being like the criminals, the thugs. You know what I mean? Like, that's a false stereotype. That's a false-ass narrative. But people believe anything, Kind of like how you got some people that are out here that are just naive, don't know what's going on, and if you give them a few dollars, they'll just shut up. Like this money that Trump's supposed to be giving people and all that, that's just game, yo. That's all that is game. So, don't fall for that. But people are. People fall for the bullshit. But anyways, it's not bullshit that, per capita or whatever that word is. I think white people commit the most crimes overall. And they do a lot of the domestic, like battery and all that domestic violence. But a lot of times I feel like those don't be getting called in. Or sometimes, like out in the suburb rural areas, I know they get a lot of calls. Dad done hit mom and punched her in the face or slapped her or something like that or whatever. Police come over there, nothing ever happens. Nothing happens. Or the police don't get called. You know what I mean? Yeah, there'll be a lot of fussing and fighting going on in some of them suburban rural homes. Or there'll be a lot of violence going on. But anyways, I'm about to get this coffee going, y'all. Yep. And this is a Collectivo. Shout out Collectivo coffee, like we always say. Alright, y'all, but it's Sunday, February 23rd, 2025. So I'm just going to say, enjoy your Sunday, or whatever day it is you're listening to this, and enjoy the upcoming week. If you're in Wisconsin, or, we're supposed to be in the 40s today, for the next couple of days, so I'm looking forward to that. So I'm just going to watch some basketball today, chill. Maybe wash a few clothes, and that's about it. I ain't doing too much. All right, y'all.
I'm not in my right mind, and it's nighttime, higher than a Georgia pine, but it's time to write rhymes, shoot them through the pipeline, to your partners in the public, hoping that they love it, fuck it if it has no subject, but some act like Uncle Ruckus, some won't niggas have it done, like the only thing he like is fighting, shooting, stabbing, cutting. No, I have no 9 to 5, but I rap and sing at least, now I cop a box of tickets, used to get a wing a piece. Do you want your cornbread? Man, you better go on here. Oh man, anyone you can call, my phone did. Tone said it's 89, time to do the wild thing. I'll slang, cow rain, and serve it with chow mein. Cloud rain, rain clouds over my head. What the fuck, don't even know what I said. I'm just tripping, rapping, tipping, tapping, sipping, laughing. Let me get that rain, what's happening? What you doing? Nothing really, just 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 what you doing?
Open up dinner. We're having sloppy joes.
Yep, on these ciabatta rolls.
We're using turkey, y'all, instead of ground beef.
So it won't be all greasy.
Mm-hmm. And are we doing fries?
Nah.
Oh, we did get the Checkers fries, though.
They're fire.
But we'll have those another day. Yes, they are. So I'm just frying the little turkey up. Not frying it up, you know what I mean. Cooking the little turkey up.
Wow.
Yeah. Michelle's doing shallots.
And a jalapeno.
And a jalapeno. No, I'm just saying a jalapeno. And, ooh, we got the Splash V8. We got the Manwich. Can't go generic on sloppy joe sauce.
We should just make our own.
We could make our own.
And then you
And
could
probably
actually,
freeze it.
Get out of my head. I was going to say we could make a big batch and like buy little Tupperware.
Yeah.
And we freeze it.
Mm-hmm. And these cookies are good too, y'all. These Cheryl's cookies. Cheryl's cookies. What kind is this? Oh, this is buttercream. Yeah, these are really good. These are my favorite cookies. This might be the best cookie I ever had in my life. Seriously. And I don't really like cookies that much.
I know you're not a fan of chocolate chip cookies.
Man, these are good.
I know, like they're soft.
What are these out of? Let me see. It don't say. Or half say. They got the pack. They got the lettering in white.
Let me see if I can see it. Because you know the glasses.
Trying to see what.
Westerville, Ohio.
This is a good ass cookie, y'all. Cheryl's. We may have to look up and see though who they supported.
Right.
Because this might be the last time we order from them.
Right.
If they're Trump supporters. But if they're not, then y'all should check them out. I'm hoping that they're not Trump supporters because I'll straight up shout them out every time.
Right.
These cookies are so good, y'all. Cheryl, please don't be Trump supporters because I want to keep buying these. These are good as hell. Do they have other kinds too, baby?
Yeah, they have Snickerdoodle.
Oh my God.
I think the last time we got were like a wedding cake ones or something.
These are so good. All right, I won't say no more. These are good. Yeah. So I'm going to check them out. No, I'm going to look them up.
Oh, why am I doing this? I haven't frozen them.
Some places would be just better off not even saying who they're affiliated with.
Right.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing. And that lets you know that either company is just, they either support, like, let's just say that we're just using them for an example. Like, well, no matter what side of the fence you're on, you have to be willing to take what comes with. Because, like, if you're a Trump supporter, you know what's coming with that. You're going to get flack. People are going to be like, yo. And if you're still willing to put your company out there and say, yeah, we supported this, then you know all of that going into it. So if you still do it, then what does that say?
And there's one thing, like, if people, like, donate to the Republican Party.
Just in general?
Like, maybe...
But it ain't that, baby, no more.
Right. I was just going to say, like, prior to Trump entering the political scene, if a company donated to the Republican Party, I really didn't care about it.
Right.
Because it's like, everybody has, their different political views, whatever. But, like, now
it's like he's getting that MAGA label. That MAGA label. Y'all hear the ground turkey getting grounded up?
Browning, I think it's called.
Yeah.
So we're just going to add a little boldness to it.
Okay. I'm about to go get a...
Because they do have Manwich Bold, but...
Oh, do they?
It just has green peppers in it.
Ooh.
So I'm putting jalapenos in it instead.
Hey, baby, would you agree with that, though, that you can't go generic on the Manwich sauce, on the Sloppy Joe sauce, when you're making Sloppy Joes?
The kind out of the can, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because you clearly can take... The other shit it's almost too salty almost.
Yes.
Because I think we tried to get generic Sloppy Joe mix one time, and you want me to get you some, baby?
There's got to be a top to this.
Let's see.
If it gets...
oh, here we go.
Cool. So I'm going to put chilies down.
I'm going to go grab the sugar, y'all. We'll be right back.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna look up a good Sloppy Joe recipe and then just make it and freeze it. That's good enough for me. I said I think I'm just gonna find a good recipe and make it and then freeze little containers like this maybe.
Yeah.
A
little Tupperware container and then freeze it. Yeah.
I'll just make a huge pot of it.
I'm about to have some of this Flash V8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got some stuff I want to catch up on. I'm watching Matlock with Kathy Bates. It's a new show.
Okay. Oh, she's like the Matlock.
Yeah, but she's pretending. She is a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
But she's lied about her name to start working at this law firm that represents the pharmaceutical company that her daughter overdosed on the pills that they manufactured, kind of thing.
Oh.
So she's working at this law firm legitimately. And then sidebar, she's investigating, trying to figure out who's really responsible for the cover-up or whatever.
Okay, so she's on some side shit, too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she's super rich, but she has, this fake apartment in, a bad part
Where's
of
it
town.
out of? New York?
New York.
Okay, obviously.
So, this fake apartment, she has this whole fake story. So.
Wait, that one's kind of new, too, right? Didn't it just come out in the last couple years or something?
It's the first season.
Okay.
So I hope it sticks, because it is really good.
We got the Shivala bread going, too, y'all.
So basically, that's a sandwich for me, a sandwich for you.
Ooh.
Or you could do open-faced and do 2 of them.
And, you know what else we got, y'all? Oh, yeah.
$4.50 for 10 minutes.
That's the last bottle of Method all-purpose cleaner we're getting, too.
I know. That's upsetting. Oh, I can put it in there.
Mm-hmm. But you know what?
It's really upsetting because
So
I
now
love that product.
Now all we got to do is just go online and find.
Who makes Lysol, I guess.
Or we can just literally pinpoint it though and just see what cleaning supplies are Democratic or more liberal or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because they'll list them and then we can just do it like that instead of seeing who's against.
Yeah, it's disappointing because I really like the product because they use plant-based cleaner.
Yeah.
So I did order from Amazon today. It was necessary.
So did everyone listening probably.
I mean, it was necessary for what I was ordering.
See, my thing is this, so people know Starbucks is Trump supporters and that they use prison labor and stuff and all that, right? So my thing is, instead of, people are going to do what they want, but I'm saying, So what I would suggest would be, instead of going there buying the cups of coffee every day, just buy a bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't understand.
Instead of going in there and just buying it every single day.
The cost of a bag is like the cost of 1 cup of coffee there.
Exactly.
That's why I don't understand why people waste their money on that.
Mm-hmm. That's the dumbest thing.
So.
The Tribala says the 6 servings?
I mean, I guess. Oh, I see.
That's for what? For kids?
Look.
Oh, okay. They got it indented on the other side, but shit.
Oh, I don't think you're supposed to break it up, but whatever.
I'll eat it however.
I'll break it.
The Tribala bread, y'all. These Sloppy Joe Tribala.
Oh, because you could really make 1, 2, 3 sandwiches.
Yep, 3 open faces, 3 little ones.
Yeah.
These are New York style, y'all. These ain't from no New York bakery, probably, for real, but.
Okay, now I see. So, because I originally thought of doing open-faced sloppy joes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what we're doing.
All right, y'all.
A neighborhood is like Mr. Rogers. Everybody's a neighbor. The whole world is a neighborhood. What are you talking about? Oh, no, it ain't quite like that. Why? Because it ain't quite like that. So when you're walking through, if I'm walking through the area, what? Don't fuss, don't fight, don't flee.
Yes.
I mean, if a white person comes out of their house and say to me from their doorstep, hey, you, hey, you, I'm talking to you over there. Where are you going? I'll stop. And I'll say, I'm taking care of business. I'll answer the question. What business? You ain't got no business over here. Now, this might actually happen. I expect it to happen at any time, you know. And I'll address, I address exactly what the person is saying. That's the code way. Pay attention to exactly what the person is saying. The person is making a statement. I don't have any business over here. Okay? Now, I have a question. Sir, where am I supposed to be going? Where am I supposed to conduct business? And wait for his answer. See, I'm not going to raise my voice or nothing. I'm going to answer. I'm going to address what he's talking about. And since I don't know what he's talking about, I have to ask. Because I'm going to get this straight from him. See, it ain't going to be no argument. This is going to be a conversation. Because that's what the code teaches me.
Okay.
Hey, baby.
Yes.
If we randomly put on a crime show, just randomly, we just randomly went in there and put on a crime show.
Yeah.
No matter what one it was.
Yeah.
48-hour mystery, Dateline, whatever one. You want me to open that, babe? What are the odds that it's going to be a white crime story?
Oh,
I
mean, yeah.
80% chance?
Yeah.
You would bet.
Most of them are white.
That's crazy.
But all you hear on the news is black crime.
That's it.
Isn't that interesting?
And that's why we're here. It's crime time, y'all. I think we're going to do a parole. See if they did, on the pullover the other day, they let this white dude, right? He almost got ran over by the police. He got out the car, flee, all this shit, right? Yeah. They found dope and all this stuff, right? Dude asked him for a cigarette, and they gave him one.
What?
Yeah. And I pointed out how that's an example of white privilege, even when they're being arrested by the police. You think if that would have been me, and I would have been like, can I get a Newport?
I think it would depend on how cool the cop is.
9 times out of 10, they'd have been like, nope.
Right.
Or dude told him to finish his cigarette or something. No, dude asked him for one. He was like, can I get a cigarette? And dude was like, yeah, we'll get you one.
But remember there was that one white girl?
There was a lot of them.
Well, she was like real thin, faked a seizure.
Oh, yeah,
remember?
yeah.
And she kept asking for a cigarette, and they were like, nope.
Yeah, they were like, no, because maybe they didn't smoke.
Well, right, like they don't, now my godbrother's daughter, that's a Milwaukee cop, she said she carries them in her
4 people.
In her rig.
Because
4
they know,
people. Yeah.
Because they know when people are smokers, they know if you're about to go to jail, you know you need that last cigarette.
And she said sometimes when you're talking to somebody, not necessarily trying to arrest them, but like people usually like calm down a little bit if they have a cigarette.
Or maybe they should carry a case of sodas.
Right.
In the police car. They always offer people soda. Charlie, you look miserable, man. That's crazy. The manager lady, she said Charlie looks senile. I'm gonna go give Chewy a little bit of this. He don't look senile. He's just old.
She said he looked confused.
She said he looks confused. Chewy, you want some turkey? All right, y'all, I'm about to go watch some basketball games, though. Now, check this out. Here you go, Bubba. Now, check this out. Hey, baby.
Yeah.
I'm going to test the theory about the white criminal randomly. Okay. So I'm going to go in the room. I'm going to turn on a crime show. Okay. I'm going to just randomly pick one, and it's going to probably be a white gentleman fella. Okay. One of them caucasoids. No, I'm just playing. All right, y'all. No, it's going to be a white gentleman. You know that's what they used to call us when we were locked up. They call themselves trying to keep keep it chill and sister. They're not calling people inmates and stuff like that. They want to try to make you feel as normal as possible. So they always address everybody by gentlemen. Gentlemen, until they're pissed off at you and they start giving you I'm giving you a directive. All right, let's see. I'm going to randomly... Okay, here's 2020. Let's see. Join live. Let's see. Here we go.
She never really said a whole lot. She really didn't say a lot about anything. She was pretty quiet.
I was just watching
That's
Diane.
Prince music in the background, Batman soundtrack, y'all.
And I noticed there was a large police presence, and I just thought that was odd for a funeral.
Let's find out who the criminal is.
Suspect the murderers.
Who the thug is. Let's find out who the thug is.
At the time of Robert Iden's funeral, we set up surveillance and we recorded video of the attendees at the...
Police check out every name on the funeral registry. It takes them nowhere. Meanwhile, it's day 4 of the Major Crimes Task Force investigation. The clock is ticking, but still no good leads on who killed Bob Eidman.
We were striking out. There was no one that could really come up.
We already know who it's going to be, y'all. Yep, there it is. They got some white fella's picture on the desk of the policeman.
They're searching for any hidden clues. They make a discovery they're eager to know a lot more about. Just as Glenn comes in for his interview.
Oh, Glenn, yep.
They put me in an interview room to ask me some questions.
See?
I said, I have nothing to hide.
Yep, white fellas.
Ask me whatever you want.
Baby.
And,
yep, white suspect.
Kind of floored me. He said, we're trying to find out about your brother's alternative lifestyle. I said, what alternative?
White fella.
He goes, his affairs. I go, you think he's out picking
up
women? I mean,
funky fat fella.
That just ain't happening. And he's like, your brother was gay. I had no idea.
You had no idea.
We did not know that.
I don't know why any of that matters, though. Even to the story. See how they even disrespect gay people all the time? Why does that even matter in the story, really?
We were analyzing Bob's computers, and it was discovered that he was visiting male-on-male websites that were sexual in nature, and he was making contact with some of these places. Sometimes
and a lot of times, too, I ain't trying to stereotype white people, but a lot of times they'll be doing the pedophile crimes too. Yep, and he's got on them bike. Hey, baby, and he's got on them Those serial killer glasses from the 80s. Man, I can't wait to eat these sloppy joes.
People can use that as leverage to get their way if they want to blackmail you or extort you.
Yeah.
As investigators continue searching through Bob's phone records, they find something else noteworthy. One phone number keeps popping up, belonging to a man from out of town.
At a motel, yep. That's where they were staying at the motels out in the rural.
They would rent a hotel room somewhere and visit each other. Automatically, a flag is raised.
Yeah.
What is it like to all of a sudden learn that there's this whole other secret part of his life that you knew nothing about?
Yeah, it was upsetting. I guess I felt he should have been able to talk to somebody about that. He shouldn't have had to hide that life. He shouldn't have had to lie. Having a relationship and being gay that's just part of life. And I wish he would have been able to share that with us.
Police bring in this secret lover for questioning. They can't help but wonder, would this man have a reason to murder Bob?
That's a lady.
What about Diane? Could
She's
his
white too. She got on some serial killer glasses too.
Murderous rage?
Oh man, yeah. White on white crime.
Feelings can run wild with someone. If I can't have you, nobody's going to have you. It gives people motive.
And as a young, untested detective is taking on his very first big murder case, a totally unexpected assist from the cutting edge of forensic science.
Not too crispy, but you're going to get a little crisp to that protein. And then we're going to start making our po' boy. Like I said, we have our nice buttered French bread, which is our staple here. And then we're going to...
Shout out Dookie Chase Restaurant. You know what I mean? They're doing a marathon for Black History Month. Like all black recipes, you know, chefs, stuff like that.
Gotta have enough protein.
She's making like a sausage sandwich.
All right. And we're going to do a little different twist on this one. We're going to add a little Creole mustard.
They're out of Louisiana, New Orleans.
And a little mayonnaise.
If I ever get down to New Orleans, definitely going there. Definitely going to go there.
With our Creole tomatoes.
I like the tomatoes. They're like firm. They're not all like soggy.
And
the lettuce is firm. It doesn't look all wet.
And a little
it's firm still.
Extra twist.
She put some pickles on there.
Because Miss Chase's daughter loves red onions. So we add those.
Shout all this out.
It's always about
looks good.
Pleasing who likes what, who gets what. So everybody gets their own little twist on the po' boy.
She made a po' boy.
Oh, nice crunchy. Nice crunchy.
Do you say pour or is it po' boy? Po' boy or pour?
Like it.
Either way, it looks good.
It together, and voila. Creole chorizo sausage.
Oh, chorizo. Ooh, nice. She made it with chorizo. Okay.
Met the Chase's son, Edgar Dookie Chase Jr., and they married the next year. When the couple's 4 children were of school age, Lena began working in the restaurant, landing in the kitchen.
She then met my father and then his parents and got the opportunity to come to the restaurant.
Yeah, they got a restaurant, the Dookie Chase restaurant too, and then they got a cooking, TV show. So Michelle and I watch that every weekend. All right, y'all, back to this episode.
Willingness to say, okay, come on, Leah, my daughter-in-law, please come and work with me to continue to improve and grow this business.
Shout out PBS and Create. They're doing Black Marathon, all black cooking stuff. So shout out PBS and Create. You know what I mean? Shout out Table for All with this Buki dude. I don't know his last name, my bad. Shout out Dookie Chase. Shout out America's Test Kitchen. They'll be highlighting black cooks and chefs too, and black recipes and stuff.
In the Revolutionary War, even when forced through the hell of slavery, the culture, the food, the resilience and vibrancy has persevered and made New Jersey, my home, what it is today.
Camden. This dude is from Camden, New Jersey.
Macedonia AME Church. Established in 1832, is Camden's first black-owned church. And Connie Jackson, a proud Camdenite, historian and choir member, or as I call her, The Voice, is here to teach me more about its incredible history.
We'll take it on the road. Take it on the road. Here we are at Macedonia AME, one of the stops. Can you tell me a little bit about what this church means to this particular neighborhood?
Absolutely. This was a church, but this was the meeting house. This was the schoolhouse. This is where things happen, right here at Macedonia.
Connie Jackson, she's a historian.
New Jersey has a sordid history when it comes to slavery. Even though slavery was technically abolished in 1804, back channel laws made it so that some African Americans were enslaved until 1865. When New Jersey finally did abolish slavery, it meant that newly freed men and women could make a fresh start.
2.5, I think, or 2.0. I can't find my readers. I'm down to one pair, too. The pair that I'm looking for is the pair that I'm down to. I had like a 4, or was it a 5-pack or something like that? I don't know. Chewy ruined one pair because he'll be like trying to grab them off my face, or he'll be like, if I leave him somewhere, he'll grab them, and then like, so he ruined like the lenses because he was like chewing on them. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't need to see. Maybe I give my eyes a break. But it is a little frustrating. I can't find them. They'll pop up though. When I'm not looking for them, they'll appear. So I ain't really tripping that much about it. All right, y'all. But don't y'all hate that when you can't find? I'm sure y'all like misplace your readers. And I don't have another pair, so I'm gonna have to go buy a pair or order me some, because I do need to see at some point. All right, y'all. I mean, it's cool, like, when I'm watching TV and stuff, like, I don't need them and all that, but, or, like, when I'm driving, I don't need glasses and all that, but when I'm looking at my phone or reading something, I need them. So, all right, y'all.
Yes, because racism is the dominant political and religious motivating force among the people of the planet in all 9 areas of activity: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. That covers just about everything that any person, minute by minute, might be doing or engaged in any time of day or night, anywhere on the planet. In answer to the question here again, in order to keep it simple, always think of yourself as a prisoner of war. Right. All right? And your prison uniform is your skin color. That's your prison uniform. All right? In the system of white supremacy. You're already captured. They're not trying to capture you. You were captured before you were born. You were born in prison. Think of yourself as being a born prisoner of war. So you act accordingly. That's why I keep using that movie, Shawshank Redemption, as an example. Think of yourself every day as being a prisoner of war. And you act the way that a prisoner of war. See, once you start thinking that you're a free person and all like that, you're already in danger. You're putting yourself in danger. A lot of particularly younger black people, are not told this. So therefore, they just walk around saying, "Hey, I'm a man. I'm a woman. I'm supposed to be respected and all like that." No, you're not. You're in a system of white supremacy. And, I mean, you not do anything.
Mm-hmm.
You have to see it that way. Why? Because the people that run this world see you that way, whether you see yourself that way or not.
Or not,
And
yes.
that is your actual status, all right? So if I'm walking through what they call a mostly white neighborhood, which is not supposed to be no such thing.
Exactly.
A white neighborhood, that's not even supposed to exist in a correct society. A white neighborhood? What are you talking about? A white neighborhood? What is a white neighborhood?
Wiggity white.
Well, well, if you don't know that, I mean, hey, then you need to get educated.
Yeah.
All right?
Yes.
You don't understand racism. But if I'm walking through what is called that, and what everybody says, I mean, black people say it. White neighborhood, black neighborhood.
Like church plays a huge role in the black community.
It does. Think about it. When we say church, people immediately think about a physical building, but it's actually their faith that kept them going, that kept them strong, that kept them thriving.
And when the Fugitive Slave Act was passed in 1850, requiring that slaves be returned to their owners even once they were in a free state, the Camden community stepped up.
There's a story that was told, and a true story. There were some slave owners that were bringing the slave up here from the south to the north, horse and buggy. They got right in front of the church, and the slaves started howling and screaming for help. They came out of the church, rescued him, and the white men that were in that horse and buggy became afraid, which they should have been.
And when a group of black people
and rolled up out of here. And they ran, and the man was saved.
Camden was not the destination, it was just a stop to where?
Right. Well, once they got here, and they saw what was here, it's not farmland right now, but then, it was. So what you saw was opportunity that would make you want to say, okay, you know what? Yeah, we were going to New York. But we stand here in Camden.
So I couldn't find the Brady list yet. So I'm still on the lookout for that Brady list. Remember they said they're supposed to be coming out with it. I don't know what's taking them so long. But I did pull up, this is off the Wikipedias. I did look up some, so this is a list of law enforcement officers convicted for an on-duty killing in the United States. The listing documents the date the incident resulting in conviction occurred, the date the officer/officers was convicted, the name of the officer/officers, and a brief description of the original occurrence making no implications regarding wrongdoing or justification on the part of the person killed or officer involved. I'm watching the Lakers Nuggets game in the background. Just making sure Joker don't get hurt or nothing. Michelle's team starts back up Monday. Let's see. So this happened April 9, 2024, and the name of the dirty police officer is David Pearson, Pearson. Conviction date December 9, 2024. He pleaded guilty. And the agency, the state was Ohio. This is the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Correction. So description, so what happened was Pearson was, this is a crazy story. Check this shit out, y'all. So Pearson was a firearms instructor, and he was hosting a 40-hour training exercise. During the training, he instructed Lieutenant Rodney Osborne in a mirror drill. They have that in quotes. So he instructed Lieutenant Rodney Osborne in a, quote, mirror drill when he faced Osborne, drew his pistol, and instructed Osborne to follow him. During this exercise, Pearson fired his pistol, striking Osborne in the chest. He pleaded guilty to negligent homicide. Let's see, here's another one. Why they always talking about, oh, there's a few dirty bad cops. Bullshit. There's more. I'll read 3 right here. 12th of October, 2023, Officer Grant Shaw. He was convicted on December 6, 2024. He pleaded guilty. This is the Woodstock Police Department out of Georgia. Let's see what this creep did. Shaw and other officers chased Emmanuel Millard following a traffic stop. After police performed a pit maneuver, Shaw shot and killed unarmed, y'all heard that? Unarmed Millard as he exited the car. He pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter and was sentenced to 10 years probation and 2 years in prison. That's it? White privilege. Let's see. I'm going to read 4, because then y'all can't say that there's only a few bad cops, because a few is 3. So I'm going to do 4. So this is May 3rd, 2023. This Eric Hernandez, criminal thug cop. He pleaded guilty on January 27, 2025. Oh, this is recent, very recent. This is out of the LaSalle Police Department in Colorado. So it says he was responding to a suspicious vehicle call at a Family Dollar store. Hernandez shot and killed Justin Reffel as he drove away. The jury was unable to reach a unanimous verdict on murder, but Hernandez pleaded guilty to manslaughter. All right, here, we'll read one more. They don't have, oh, okay, I was about to say. This one was January 7, 2023. This Officer Tadarius Bean. Y'all see, I ain't making it racial, I'm just reading them randomly. And this was, he pleaded guilty. Well, date of conviction was October 3rd, 2024. This is the Memphis Police Department out of Tennessee. Well, this is a, wow. Oh, hold up. Okay, that's why there's so many. Oh, these are those fucking, were these those dirty ass cops? Let me see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, those are those dirty cops that beat the shit. I don't want to read that over again. That was frustrating reading that. I did an episode on that, man. All right, this one's 2nd August 2022. Brad Lunsford. That was the name of the cop. He was convicted February 12, 2025. So recently. And this was the Las Cruces Police Department in New Mexico. So let's see. Lunsford responded to a gas station where Presley Ezzy, or Easy, it's E-Z-E, had been reported for stealing a beer. Ezzy and another officer got into a scuffle, and Lunsford shot Ezzy in the back. See, that's 2 of them now. We're talking about shooting people. The other ones, they shot the person when they were driving away. This person they shot when they were, shot the person in the back. He was convicted of voluntary manslaughter. Here, we'll read one more. That's 4, right? That was 4 already. All right, here's another one. April 7th, 2022. Officer Richard Daniel Johnson. He was convicted April 25th, 2023. And this was out of the Richmond Police Department out of Virginia. So it says Johnson and a trainee officer were responding to a backup call for a robbery. Johnson was driving 60 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone when he drove through a red light and struck a vehicle, killing Jeremiah Ruffin and Tracy Williams. He was convicted of involuntary manslaughter. See? What was that, like 5 of them I read already? All right, y'all, back to the episode.
White supremacist and ICE Assistant Chief Counsel James Roden has been identified by the Texas Observer as the owner of the white supremacist account at /Glomar Responder.
Good night, y'all.
A suspected child predator runs from police, but he doesn't get far. Officers were tipped off that the man was planning to meet a teenage boy outside of the Glendale Galleria, but that meeting was part of a sting orchestrated by a private group.
Yeah, Michael, we've seen these types of undercover operations for years now. An adult will go online and speak suggestively to someone they believe is a child, and then they'll try to meet up with the kid only to end up in handcuffs. And we saw that happen this week here in Glendale. That young man standing on the sidewalk has unknowingly been caught up in an online sting operation.
Mm-hmm. They got him. They got him. This white predator. Look, baby, look at him running.
A suspected child predator runs from police, but he doesn't get far. Officers were tipped off that the man was planning to meet a teenage boy outside of the Glendale Galleria, but that meeting was part of a sting orchestrated by a private group.
Shit, they should have been running faster after them. They chased Ray and them faster. They need to be chasing dude faster. Michelle's watching a Lifetime movie too. We're laying here. She's watching. What? Oh yeah, she's still watching the Matlocks. All right, y'all. I guess I'm gonna watch the Matlocks too. All right, y'all. Yeah, but be on the lookout for these predators, man. All right, y'all. Head on a swivel. Be on the lookout for them 80s style. Them 80s style serial killer glasses. Them Jeffrey Dahmer glasses. Hey. So, I got your text. They need to get rid of these shows. They're cheating on their significant others.
No,
they're working late at the office.
No.
Is this a Jungle Fever? Remember Jungle Fever?
Yes.
They're working late at the office, and they got to messing around, and them Italians didn't like when Wesley Snipes started coming around and shit. All right, y'all. Damn, this shit's crazy as hell right here. It says this condemned South Carolina killer chooses to be executed by firing squad.
What?
Yep, condemned South Carolina inmate Brad Sigmund has chosen to die by a firing squad. This is off the Associated Press.
I'd rather do lethal injection.
Let's see. I think there's audio.
I think that's the most humane.
Let's see.
Right?
Yeah.
Because like a gas chamber, does anybody do a gas chamber anymore? But like a gas chamber, like you choke and sounds slow and painful.
Hell yeah.
And like a firing squad would fucking hurt.
Man.
Until you bleed out. Yeah, right?
Shit, he's one of them white boys. You just gotta keep beating them. Let's see.
I mean, you hope somebody shoots you in the middle of the forehead, right?
Yeah.
But like, if they don't, they just shoot your body and then you just bleed out and die slowly. So I'd rather do lethal injections. Just like euthanasia. They just put you to sleep.
They said condemned South Carolina inmate Brad Sigmund has chosen to die next month by a firing squad. He will be the first U.S. inmate shot to death in an execution in 15 years. Sigmund is scheduled to die March 7th. On Friday, he became the first South Carolina inmate to choose the state's new firing squad over lethal injection or the electric chair. Only 3 inmates of the U.S. have been executed by firing squad since 1976. All were in Utah, with the last one taking place in 2010. Sigmund, 67, was strapped to a chair, will be strapped to a chair and have a hood placed over his head and a target placed over his heart in the death chamber. 3 volunteers will fire at him through a small opening about 15 feet away. Lawyers for Sigmund asked to delay his execution date earlier this month because they wanted to learn if the prisoner of South Carolina's previous execution, Marion Bowman, was given 2 doses of pentobarbital at his execution on January 31st and look over his autopsy report. The justices rejected his delay, and court records Friday have not indicated if Sigmund's lawyers have received Bauman's autopsy report yet. Then they said Sigmund didn't pick the electric chair because it would burn and cook him alive, his attorney Gerald Bo King wrote in a statement. But the alternative is just as monstrous, King said. If he chose lethal injection, he risked the prolonged death suffered by all 3 of the men South Carolina has executed since September. 3 men Brad knew and cared for, who remained alive, strapped to a gurney for more than 20 minutes. Sigmund knows it will be a violent death, his lawyer said. That's crazy. So this Sigmund was convicted in the 2001 baseball bat killings of his ex-girlfriend's parents in their home in Greenville County. They were in separate rooms, and Sigmund went back and forth as he beat them to death, investigators said. He then kidnapped his ex-girlfriend at gunpoint, but she escaped from his car. He shot her as she ran but missed, according to prosecutors. Yeah. Wow.
The parents of one of the Idaho 4 are asking that Brian Kohlberger be sentenced to death by firing squad, because that's what they do in Utah.
Good.
Yeah.
They should, and they should be able to. They should be part of it.
Yeah, like
right.
You should be able, yeah, can you imagine?
Yeah, like the mom and the dad and shit.
Like
the
family members get the option if they want to do that.
Hell yeah. I mean that shit, man. That shit, yeah. That should be kicking back off soon, though. Right? I mean, I know there's been a ton of delays, but so much happens, baby. Right? That kind of like, I ain't saying people forgot about it, but in a way they did.
Well, like they've been arguing about the DNA.
Yeah.
And all sorts of stuff lately.
All right, y'all. We're going to go to bed this time for sure. That was just a crazy story we wanted to get out there. Yeah. Man.